guys, and welcome back. Today I'm doing something new. I'm gonna use this one for the first time. Well, as you can see, it's actually like the second and third, but first time on video. And I'll be reading some Seneca. As you know, I love reading books, and I recommend reading books to everyone. So let's fill this one up and start the video. Now, this here was drying a little bit, and I hope I do it correctly because I'm very new to this. This has been drying for like the past 10 to 15 minutes. Now, it's filled up a bit, and let's do this. So I will have to do this like multiple times. So this is the initial one, and then it rises. So I have this tool to press it down. And once I've pressed it down, I go in for part two. It's a bit windy today, so I hope it's not a big problem. The rest of it upward back. I got this jar, and I just put it in here. I got a new hat, or cap. I hope you like it. Now this is a really nice book. It's like Seneca, and it's called Letters from a Stoic. And I've read it, and I've put some notes. And yeah, I'm gonna read some of these notes. It's like this saying, like some of the things will be logical and like simple, but we all need a reminder sometimes, right? And it's a saying, it is not the man who has too little who is poor, but the one who hungers after more. What difference does it make? How much there is laid away in a man's safe or in his barns? How many head of stock he grazes? Or how much capital he puts out at interest? If he is always after what is another's and only counts what he has yet to get, never what he already has. You ask, what is the proper limit to a person's wealth? First, having what is essential, and second, having what is enough. see. And once they have escaped, they worry no more. We, however, are tormented alike by what is past and what is to come. A number of our blessings do us harm, for memory brings back the agony of fear, while foresight brings it on prematurely. No one confines his unhappiness to the present. The next bit is about friends and friendship. To come back to the question, the wise man, self-sufficient as he is, still desires to have a friend, if only for the purpose of practicing friendship and ensuring that those talents are not idle. Not, as Epicurus put it in the same letter, for the purpose of having someone to come and sit beside his bed when he is ill, or come to his rescue when he is hard up or thrown into chains, but so that on the contrary we may have someone by whose sickbed he himself may sit, or whom he may himself release, when a person is held prisoner by hostile hands. Anyone thinking of his own interest and seeking out friendship with this in view is making a great mistake. Things will end as they began. He has secured a friend who is going to come to his aid if captivity threatens. At the first clank of a chain, that friend will disappear. These are what are commonly known fair weather friendships. What is my object in making a friend? To have someone to be able to die for. Someone I may follow into exile. Someone for whose life I may put myself up as security and pay the price as well. The thing you describe is not friendship, but a business deal, looking to the likely consequences with advantage as its goal. There can be no doubt that the desire lovers have for each other is not so very different from friendship. You might say it was friendship gone mad. Well then, does anyone ever fall in love with a view to a profit, or advancement, or celebrity? Actual love itself, heedless of all other considerations, inflames people's hearts with a passion for the beautiful object, not without the hope, that the affection will be mutual. Someone may say, what help can philosophy be to me if there is such thing as fate? What help can philosophy be if there is a deity controlling all? What help can it be if all is governed by chance? For it is impossible either to change what is already determined, or to make preparations to meet what is undetermined. Either in the first case, My planning is forestalled by a god who decrees how I am to act. Or in the second case, it is fortune that allows me no freedom to plan. Whichever of these alternatives Lucius is true. Even if all of them are true, we still need to practice philosophy. Whether we are caught in the grasp of an inexorable law of fate, whether it is God who as Lord of the universe has ordered all things, or whether the affairs of mankind are tossed and buffeted haphazardly by chance. It is philosophy that has the duty of protecting us. I hope you like what there is to be read. If you shape your life according to nature, you will never be poor. If according to people's opinions, you will never be rich. Nature's wants are small, while those of opinion are limitless. Imagine that you've piled up all the variable host of rich men ever possessed. You need not, my dear Lucilius, look for friends only in the city or the Senate. If you keep your eyes open, you'll find them in your own home. Good material often lies idle for want of someone to make use of it. Just give it a trial. A man who examines the saddle and bridle and not the animal itself when he is out to buy a horse is a fool. Similarly, only an absolute fool values a man according to his clothes or according to his social position, which after all is only something that we wear like clothing. No one is so arrogant as to not know that someday he must die. Nevertheless, when death is drawn near, he turns, wailing and trembling, looking for a way out. Wouldn't you think a man an utter fool if he bursts into tears because he didn't live 1,000 years ago? A man is as much a fool for shedding tears because he isn't going to be alive in 1,000 years from now. There's no difference between the one and the other. You didn't exist and you won't exist. You have no concern with either period. This is the moment you've been pitched into. Supposing you were to make it longer, how long would you make it? What's the point of your tears? What's the point of prayers? You're only wasting your breath. You are scared of death. But how magnificently heedless of it you are while you are dealing with a dish of choice mushrooms. You want to live, but do you know how to live? You're scared of dying. And tell me, is the kind of life you lead really any different from being dead? Right? what's this in the introduction? It says, living in accordance with nature means not only questioning convention and training ourselves to do without all except the necessities, like plain food, water, basic clothing and shelter, but developing the inborn gift of reason, which marks us of as different from the animal world. We are meant to set free or perfect this rational element, this particle of the universal reason, the divine spark in our human makeup, so that it may campaign against and conquer pain, grief, superstition, and fear of death. Once again, sorry for skipping a week of not posting a video, but I had some other priorities. It's pretty tasty. Tell me if you liked it and if I should continue using this one, or do you want the old school videos? It's a Missouri meerschaum made in America. To do one for the thumbnail. See you next week, guys. Hopefully. Have a good day. Have a good life. Thanks for stopping by. Through this way, I would like to give a special thanks to Phil at Excelsior7, Dominic Vane, Rob, Denise, Antox, Sam B, and Sillard Jacob. Thank you. Have a good day and have a good life.